That's why you remember I said the word Kara, and Kara. Notice why Suge Knight, you know, ran over his friend, you know, Terry Carter, with his car. He hit him with his car. So all of that comes together, and that's when that whole thing was preparing. Notice through the car death, the dog rises up. You know what I'm saying? Remember you had the movie too. Remember you had the movie too. All dogs go to heaven. You know, all dogs go to heaven. Those who, you know, follow the Messiah, follow the ways of the shepherd, they'll stand on that altar with him, which I'm gonna get into in a little minute. But I want to explain this right here, because when you understand this, it's written in Scripture. Let me explain this right quick. This stuff is serious, man. It's like very, very significant, everything that's going on. You know, as it's written in John 3:14, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. So I'm going to explain this right quick, because let's go into the wilderness. This was during the time of the first Exodus. You know, Numbers 21, you know, chapter 21, verse 9. Let's read this, because all of this is, there's no way around it, man. And Moses made a serpent of brass and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had been any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. So it was all just showing the whole thing about, you know, anyone who looked during the time of the first Exodus, anyone who looked upon the serpent, you know, they will be healed, you know, from their sins. You see what I'm saying? So they were going to be healed of their sins. So I want to break this down right quick. We're going to go piece by piece on this so you can understand the whole aspect of the upliftment, you know. The uplifting of the dog, the Snoop Dogg talking about going smokeless. It's going to make way more sense. So as you can see right here in John 3:14, we already said that about as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Now, you know, we already know the first time that the Romans lifted up Christ on the cross, you know. So all of this comes together, you know what I mean, that the Son of Man was lifted, Yahushua was lifted up on the cross by the adversaries, by the Romans. So, you know, when he returned, we was going to have to uplift him. You know what I mean? Uplift who he was, reveal who he is today. We was going to have to uplift him, because that was the time when the Romans did it in mockery and blasphemy and saying, if you're the Son of God, then come down. But this is the time for us to raise him up. You know, we must uplift him. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the time now of Revelation 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000 having his Father's name written in their foreheads. So you see how all that stuff coming together. Because once we uplift the Messiah, hint the whole thing, as we've been doing, and that's why Snoop Dogg's talking about, yeah, the smoke, you know. So all this coming together, y'all. It's no way around none of it at all. Like, it's no way. So we got to keep raising them up.